Welcome, little learners, to our exciting alphabet adventure part 2. Today, we're going to find out the letters and words from J to Z. Navigating to the letter N now. Can anyone think of words that start with N? Nest is a word that starts with N. Net is another word that begins with N. Onward to the letter O. Who can tell me some words that start with O? Outstanding. Octopus is a word that starts with O. Orange is another word that begins with O. Proceeding with the letter P now. What words can you think of that start with P? Penguin is a word that starts with P. Questing to the letter Q now. Can anyone think of words that start with Q? Queen is a word that starts with Q. Quilt is another word that begins with Q. Racing to the letter R. Who can tell me some words that start with R? Rainbow is a word that starts with R. Rocket is another word that begins with R. Stepping into the letter S now. What words can you think of that start with S? Sun is a word that starts with S. Star is another word that begins with S. Traversing to the letter T. Can anyone think of words that start with T? Tiger is a word that starts with T. Turtle is another word that begins with T. Up next is the letter U. Who can tell me some words that start with U? Umbrella is a word that starts with U. Unicorn is another word that begins with U. Venturing to the letter V now. What words can you think of that start with V? Violin is a word that starts with V. Vase is another word that begins with V. Welcome to the letter W. Can anyone think of words that start with W? Whale is a word that starts with W. Worm is another word that begins with W. X marks the spot for the letter X. Who can tell me some words that start with X? Xylophone is a word that starts with X. X-ray is another word that begins with X. Yay! We're at the letter Y now. Can anyone think of words that start with Y? Yak is a word that starts with Y. Zooming to the letter Z now. What words can you think of that start with C? Zebra is a word that starts with Z. Zipper is another word that begins with Z. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe for more videos, give a like and share with your friends.